I've been travelling around the state quite a bit for the local government elections, and the common theme that I'm really finding is how angry people are. They're angry about a lot of things with this government, but one of the big issues is the whole issue of overdevelopment and donations. We have a website called Democracy4. This is a project that we started a number of years ago, and it's to give information, quantitative information about how much money is coming from corporations and other organisations, in fact all donations to political parties. And this information is actually quite hard to quantify, but we identified early on that it was something we really needed to do a lot of work on, because so much of these donations are really distorting democracy. And firstly, I find it turns people off often in engaging with the political process. But also, when political parties raise millions of dollars, it's like they buy the election outcome. And what I mean by that is, you think of all those advertisements on television, all those glossy brochures that are stuffed in your letterbox. They're being paid for by the millions of dollars Labor and the Coalition raise from corporations. And it takes us away from how elections should be run, where you have a contest of ideas, where we debate what policies would be best, and people have an opportunity to judge for themselves what would be best. So much of the way our election campaigns play out is not democratic. It is money buys the most amounts of advertising, you swamp the poor elector, and that's the outcome. When we do this work on donations, a frequently asked question is, well, give us an example where the money's been handed over and the developer has got what they wanted. Now, there's actually not many examples that we have of that. That's why it was interesting when the Wollongong scandal broke. All of a sudden those examples were there in a pretty crude fashion, with the word donation and bribe virtually becoming interchangeable. And we had often felt that we needed, and not that we wanted a scandal like Wollongong, but when you consider how change often comes about, we needed something like Wollongong to highlight how outrageous this whole donation process was. So after years of the Greens and various community groups campaigning on this, the Wollongong scandal breaks, and then within a few weeks of that, Morris Yema does a black backflip on this policy and actually announces that he will ban political donations. So I think it shows the importance of doing this sort of campaigning. For years you often don't feel you're getting anywhere, but you never know where the breakthrough will come.